Right, well here we are with Thom Conboy, who heads US sales for Heesen Yachts, and Niels Vaasen, who is the CEO, visiting Fort Lauderdale for a few days. Yeah, the history of Heesen with the US market goes back quite a few years, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, France started in '78. Probably the most famous story is John Sallupi and Octopussy in '91, which was the fastest motor yacht in the world at 53.7 knots.
Yeah.
So that really kind of put Heesen on the map. In 2002, really started it with kind of the new 37-meter series and the spec boat series and things of that. But now we're pretty much 50 to 80 with a concentration between 50 and 65.
Yeah, it's an amazing growth that's been going on at Heesen. But the last few weeks have been very eventful. Obviously, we learn of the death of the founder, Frans Heesen, sadly, but also of a new owner who has taken over. What can you tell me about Frans, Niels?
Yeah, he was a real entrepreneur.
Yeah.
He was pretty innovative. And what's also very important, he really created a family feel in the shipyard. And he did that as from the beginning, from '78.
You know, he was quite a unique guy. I mean, you knew him. I mean, he always had his cigar. He was missing some fingers, and you know, he dealt all over the world, but everybody knew Frans. I think the biggest thing is the fact that the current shareholder, Laurens Last, who's a Dutchman.
So yeah, basically the circle is round again. That Frans, as a Dutchman, started the company, and now we are back. We are very happy because obviously the shipyard was for sale.
Yeah.
And we had multiple parties interested in the shipyard. And yeah, we concluded in our view with the perfect profile. We got a Dutchman, an entrepreneur, innovative character, a billionaire, and I think most importantly, he's a yachter. Yeah, I think Dutch shipyard stands for quality and good performance of the yachts, and that totally matches the profile of our new shareholders. So yeah, we think it's very important.
Well, speaking of quality, it was recognized very recently in Venice with the World Superyacht Award. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
On the beautiful Santosha winning this award. Yeah, were you surprised with the win, or did you expect it, or?
No, I mean, I don't know if surprised. I mean, it's a pretty unique boat because if you look beyond, you know, the category it was, it's, we really are alone with this 55-meter series that we have, and the 57-meter, which won the award. We have another one available in 27. You know, there's a lot of features that are, you know, you can operate anywhere in the world, but the draft of the boat is 2.3 or 7.6 feet. It's 188 feet or 57 meters. It does 22 knots, it has 6 staterooms, it has a real proper elevator or lift.
That's fully customized by the owners, because we were building the platform, we were building the hull already, and the client stepped in, I think, 1.5 to 2 years before delivery.
Yeah.
So they totally customized the interior together with us and with the designers, so it's basically semi-custom in the end. So you can see that when you walk on board.
So with the Dutch craftsmanship, to bring that style and you know, adding that to it, you know, and you know, either Italian or English, that it just enhances the whole pedigree of the boat. And and each model we have a different designer, and we don't stay with the same people. We try to change and just keep freshening up the designs.
Well, talking about a bit more recent delivery, Santosha already was delivered a few months ago, but you just delivered a new Soulmates.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that one?
Yeah, sure. It's 55-meter steel. It has been restyled 1 year ago, I think, to a US customer, a repeat customer.
Sounds familiar. Wasn't there a previous 55-meter?
Yeah, this is hull 11, and this gentleman had hull 5, and now the new Soulmates, or Soulmates 2. So yeah, he's a big fan of the yard, and so we're happy to see you know, a repeat customer.
Yeah.
And the boat will be also a Monaco Yacht Show for display, and as well in Palm Beach here in the USA. So we got two boat shows to show the boat.
Oh, that's great.
Brand new.
Well, obviously he's a notable client in the US market. I think you've done quite well, right? Probably Thom, under Thom's leadership with this market. Can you speak of some of the other notable yachts that you've sold here over the years?
You know, we've sold, you know, I mean, Bookends has been a couple of them, Vita, Laurentia, Man of Steel, 2 or 3 Man of Steels, Soulmate. Arcadia, Omega, Omaha. So yeah, it's been a good run. I mean, it's a good solid market. You know, mostly it's right here. It's kind of easy because the yacht business is right here outside of our front door.
Yeah.
I tell my colleagues we're in a 365-day-a-year boat show here. Because no matter what you do, you're talking to somebody that day about boats.
Yeah.
You know?
That's also good for after sales, because we have in the meantime a pretty good fleet over here, and if there are some issues or they need some spare parts, whatever, they call Tom's office.
Yeah, no, we do all the after sales.
Yeah.
When you buy the boat, we do the after sales. We have a great after sales department at the shipyard, but we have a whole structure here. We have dedicated people on the ground, and we work hand in hand with the shipyard, obviously.
Heesen has launched a number of models. How frequently do you feel the need to introduce something new, and what's the driver there?
When do we change? That's a good question. Sometimes you change after 3 to 4 models, but when you see that the model is still successful and the appetite is still high from the market, then we don't change because we're good at that.
I wanted to address that spec model speculation, so basically building the boat before there is a client. I think Heesen was one of the early adopter of that.
Yeah. Spec boat, series boat, whatever you may want to call it, still there's not one that's the same. They may have the same profile, but it works. You make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me. I think I've written that story a few times. That a lot of time you have a boat going quite far and then the client comes and of course they want to do some things to the interior and make it their own. So
well, that's the beauty of our what we do, is because we don't, the boats don't come with interior, exterior loose furniture. You have the choice of everything. So when you come in, we try to build a fairly neutral palette, and then you accessorize it with all your stuff. But that is the nice thing about it. That boat is so personalized, and you get to do all of the fun stuff.
And the big advantage is that we have our own interior facility. So Heesen Yachts Interiors is located in the Netherlands, a 1 hour drive from us. We have 160 people working there, and that's owned by Heesen. It's our own company. So you can control it and manage it, and B, you get decent cost prices.
Right.
But it's one of the success factors of our shipyard, the spec building, and also because clients can afford everything, they can buy everything except time.
Yeah. Well, since you touched on it, I want to talk about your current global order book. I looked at the website before I came. I saw some very nice boats coming up in the next few months. So what's coming
Well,
up?
we've got a nice mix, as we were just talking about, 55, 57, 62, new 50 steel, brand new 57 full custom 900 GT boat for an existing guy. So it's a nice mix. We're developing some, the steel boats in the 60-meter range. The new shareholder's probably going to be in there in that kind of size range. So it's our concentration is going to be 50 to 65. We're pretty good in that size range. We're very good because our Dutch counterparts and German counterparts are all 65, 70 and bigger. So we're kind of alone with the models that we have. And I think the one thing that we do at Heesen is we have quite a specialized or personal attention, because we don't build a lot,
Right.
And we take a lot of time, and we have great references with our after sales and just the whole experience. And we realize that it's got to be fun, because if it's not fun, you shouldn't be doing it.
No. Well, listen, I think we've covered a lot of ground. Is there anything we want to talk about before we part ways and I'll let you go back to work?
We appreciate all the support you guys give to us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So thank you. It's hard to spread the word without the help of people like yourself. So thank you.
You're welcome.